I pressed live and I'm like, I'm not even ready. Let me go and sort my drink out. Hey, just sort myself out, not even organised. No, you probably. Hang on a minute. No, you probably won't get my notifications because that's YouTube. You do it to a lot of people. Not just me. Even if you've tapped the bell for notifications, doesn't mean you'll always get it. They're trying to censor people, as we know. So I'm just going to wait for people to come in and sort of talk about what I was going to talk about. Probably a bit mixed up because it's not really organised. I'm not a professional. We are the news, but I'm not a professional. So, Da-da-da. Let's see who else comes in. Just shut the door. All my mess on my table. So it says 5 in the house, only 1 person in. So I'm gonna get comfy. Sue pops in a minute. There's 5. Only 1 person saying hi. Who's in the house? Who's lurking? Do a refresh. A little bit earlier than usual. Hello from Suffolk. Hi, rural inventor. Got New World. It's dyslexic. There's maybe a bit of dyslexic, and I'm like, oh, I can't read it. Right, there's 7 in the house now. I'm gonna wait for a few more. Because I see you 2 are new, so where's everybody else? AB Brown 5th, hi. I want to wait for a few people to get in before I start yakking on about stuff. I'm sure there's some lurkers under the bridge here as well, who like to lurk and then comment later. There they come in chat, I don't know. You know, tried to make some notes, but this never happens, so I'm not organised. I've got all my rubbish out over there that was faffing about with on the table. Notes from yesterday. You know, because those of us that research, you're looking at stuff, you have notes, bits of paper, anything you can get hold of, writing everything everywhere. Because we're actually like real reporters, but we are actually real reporters because we're actually looking, writing, showing the people, where some reporters don't look at what they're supposed to be looking at, they get told what to say and what to do. Fact. So there you go. You know, so the silly people that say, are you only watching YouTube videos? Is that your source of information? Yeah, I have to do that voice. Hi, Rose Garden. I'm looking for my... These. Oh. Is it Illinois? Is it Illinois? Or is that me? Kimberly Chase, Rose Garden 45, A.B. Brown, The Rural Inventor, I'll Call You New World, as long as it's not New World Order. Really, I don't think he did say JFK Jr. is dead, because everything's to do with JFK and JFK Jr. Trolling the house. That really does not bother me. Those who have eyes to see, where's Waldo, and ears to hear certain people's voices on certain interviews, matching it up, don't need to look at the last post, mate. Didn't say that. Stop being a troll. Pretty obvious. Anyway, just let me move my stuff out of the way. I've been sewing. More like Epstein's Island. Bet you like a bit of that, don't you? So, people like that, you know, they try and put people off. People that don't understand the Q posts. People that think it's a bit of a joke because they can't be bothered researching themselves. Or they don't understand the posts. No, he didn't. It was a test. If you don't know how to play the game, you wouldn't understand. So, you know, that's up to you, and that's your perception. If you think he's dead, fanfare answer you. That's your perception. And that's fine. Not ours. Yes, he underlined JFK, meaning JFK's dead. We all know that. But JFK Jr. isn't. So go and get your facts straight and do a bit more researching. But those that troll under the bridge, you know, that's what you do, don't you? That's what you're good at. But you're not going to change my mind, so, you know, what's the point? Exactly, but like I said, those who don't have the eyes to see, the ears to hear, or read the cues properly and understand how it all works, and the test that came with that drop, you know, don't understand. Fanfare, that's all right for you, but you can't tell me any different. So try as you might, you're not going to change my mind, and you're not going to change anybody's mind in chat either that are on it. So I don't know, keep trolling, ain't going to work. So, you know, so I was going to talk about, obviously, we all know about Epstein's Island, and some people are moaning going, oh, we knew about that, why? We knew about that. No, not butthurt, you're butthurt, you're in here. You know, you don't like it, go elsewhere. You're not trolling, what are you doing then? Are you joining in? You might think he's dead, I've just said, that's good for you. We don't, so... High on a hill, da 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 da. So we all know about Epstein's Island. You know, a lot of people knew about it anyway. I do. Your channel is Mickey Mouse, is it? Really? Well, I'll get to that point you've just made in a minute with people like you. That's coming, so don't worry about it. You know, you can sit and listen if you want. It's all to people like you anyway. Epstein's Island, a lot of people knew about it. I did say the other day, watch mainstream media, lamestream media start trying to report, oh, Trump went to Epstein's Island, Trump was best friends. No, he wasn't best friends with him. He was an acquaintance. And if people do the research, instead of listening to lamestream media, and actually research on Trump ages ago when he said certain things about Epstein. He's dropped a lot of stuff about Epstein. They'll find out he wasn't. Yes, he circled in them circles, because if you had money, you'd be circling in them circles. You'd know them people. Doesn't mean you have to be part of them. You have friends who have friends out there. Yeah, he is. They all project. That's all that side do. Project. It's hilarious. I've got something to show you after talking about projecting and mirrors, actually, if I remember, is, hang on, is, think of it, you may have friends out there that you all know each other, but you have some of them friends that hang around with your friends, and you're friends with them because they're friends with your friend, but you don't like their energy, so you're a bit polite to them, but you wouldn't necessarily hang around with them or go to their house or their Lolita Island. Do you know what I mean? You're just like, yeah, I know you. Yes, thank you, Kimberly. Keep your enemies closer, because Trump said way back when, if people do the research, when he was younger, said, because he's a very clever businessman, and that's why he was brought into America, because it's been a business, not a politician. You keep your friends close and your enemies closer, so you can see what they're up to and what they're doing at all times. And that's how you do it. But some people don't seem to understand that. So, you know, they keep lapping up the lamestream media news without doing any sort of research theirself. So you get people turning around to me and saying, and a lot of other people, QAnons out there, Q people, oh, do you only watch, because I say, you watching mainstream media, you know, where you're getting your information from? And they go, but you're watching YouTube videos. Yeah, do you want me to tell you the difference there? A lot of good people on the internet, a lot of good people on the internet are real people. They're not these clowns that are paid shills or, you know, whoever. So, hang on. I am just... Oh. What is that? Hang on a minute. You know, the real people, they're not paid shills. The people who are researching and sharing it with real people on the internet. So when people are sick of listening, because that's what's happening, to the lamestream media, they're going finding people that are talking about the stuff that's happening, because they're researching and sharing it with everybody else. So those that want to sit there, stuff that's happening, because they're researching, listening to there you go, listening to the lamestream media, you're not going to find anything, because they don't tell you. Hi, Red-Eye Jedi. They don't tell you. They have not got the ego strength to do it. Now, so they come in and spew all this stuff about, oh, you're watching this, you're watching that. No, we go and do our own research, but we like to watch all the other great people out there who are onto Q and other stuff, and share it with what they found, connecting the dots. That's what it's called. So when people like that come in chat, yeah, YouTube is censored, you just have no clue. They think it's all Mickey Mouse, like that person said, because they're either part of that side, part of the shills, or they just don't understand what's going on because they're asleep. So, you know, oh well, it's not their fault if they can't follow what's going on and sort of research properly. So yet again, this person who keeps coming in saying to me, this person's spewing off the news, mainstream media, and these people don't want to even look at anybody else's channel that I may have shouted out, like Just Informed Talk, Space Shot 76, who was I looking at today, American Prophet, who are doing great stuff, joining the dots together and talking about it, and just showing you real stuff that's been found that some of mainstream media have put up, because one, they don't want their ego hurt, two, they don't like it, the fact that they don't know what's going on in their own country, or they've had the wool pulled over their eyes, or they don't want to look like they were wrong, especially by a little UK woman, you know. That's how I see it. That's not me having an ego. That's just the truth. Also, because this is just going to be a waffle and roll into it all, is when people go on about God, I'm not religious, but I do believe in the Most High. I do believe in the divine. Is certain things out there saying the meek will go back to Eden, or the meek, God's children will, I don't know, go home. Yeah, I'm a bit like, yeah, I believe in the Most High, but at the end of the day, I want to see who resonates with this. If you resonate with it, I want you to press 1. Now, I see it like there's meek people out there. I used to be a bit meeker. There's meek people out there, yes, but if they were all meek, we need warriors, I believe, that are going to stand up in the light and shout it out from the rooftops like a lot of us have, because it's all right being meek. That is fine. Some people don't want to stand up. They're in a little bit of fear, they're a bit quieter. But we need people, I believe, like me and other people, and no matter the way you do it, that have to stand up. Yeah, we get a bit triggered. I can be a bit passive-aggressive sometimes. But if there weren't people standing up, nothing would be happening. So the meek wouldn't be able to go because they're going to be controlled, which is what happened, if anyone understands what I'm saying. So, anyone remember me doing this picture from ages ago? We're not warriors of war. We're light warriors. She doesn't have a sword in her hand. She has a flower, a sword with a shield with a heart on it, a compass, because it's not about left and right. It's not about left and right. It's about right and wrong. You know what's right and wrong. Yeah? We are light warriors. So to me, there's different waves of people. Yeah. We can have the soft, the meek, the meditating, the ones that are doing that stuff, but we also need another wave came in, I believe, of people who are going to sort of like, talk out. They see something, they're going to say something, because does anyone get what I'm saying? That's protecting the meek as well, because the meek will get trodden on, believe me, by these entities, whatever you want to call it. That is what will happen. If everyone just sat there and did nothing or said nothing, it's never going to come out, is it? So with the Great Awakening, as some of us like to call it, or said nothing, with the Great Awakening, hi everyone who's just come in as I'm just waffling on. I'm just going to ignore the trolls anyway. They can just waffle on and chat with themselves. With the Great Awakening, it's game over, folks. I keep saying this, it's game over. Because once people wake up to it, I keep saying this and saying it and repeating it. Once you see with your eyes, you can't unsee what you've seen. So so they can't play the dirty games anymore with the secret societies, because it's out in the open. No more secrets. The boom boom. Hello Dolly, when the last possible sighting of JFK Jr. I am to the possibility but not confident enough. Well, it's like I say, you don't have to be. I wouldn't worry about it. Those of us that have seen him at the rallies, a bit like Where's Wally and all that sort of stuff, we've seen him. If you listen to Q, the Plan to Save the World, the person who's narrating it, and then you listen to JFK Jr.'s videos from interviews way back, you will hear something, you will see something. But I'm not going to go on about that too much, because we know it's coming in the right divine time, and it will do. There was something like, they're talking about an assassination attempt on Trump. Some people are saying that's why Pence got taken away, because something about a rifle, and those who are doing the research know what I'm talking about. It's not like I have to go through everything. I'm not one that goes through all the Q drops, all the codes, blah, 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 blah. But most of us that are doing the research know what's going on, near enough anyway. Yeah, nature is at work. Yeah, so like I said, it's that thing again, not to offend anyone, but there are meek people, but if the meek won't stand because they don't want to do that, they don't want to speak out because they're a bit quieter, there needs to be warriors of light that will stand up. And someone said yesterday on a chat or somewhere that I saw, that the star seeds are the ones that are waking up. So you have the star seeds that are awake to this, they're ready. Then you have the humans. They're not awake. So the star seeds will be helping the humans. The star seeds are you who are dropping the seeds planting the seeds of truth, getting ready for when it hits, and all that stuff. And that's why I believe with Just Informed Talk, or whoever was talking about it today, it's like the whole thing when Alice and Matt came out with the Mexican, if I've said it right, all that stuff, that's getting the people ready, the public ready, because they're getting used to that for the next phase, which is Epstein's Island and what they're going to find out about that. Now, if you don't know, sowing the seeds of love, sowing the seeds of truth. If you don't know about it, there was supposedly a video. There's a lot of videos down there. They're that stupid, they took phones in and pictures were taken down there. Why would you have... Brilliant. Why would you have... oh, you sound like you're from a certain, something or other. We'll go into gematria on some sort of religions and stuff, and they come out as 666, so that's interesting, isn't it? Lies and deceit. So, why would Epstein's Island have a temple that looks like a lift, an elevator, that goes down underground? Why underground with underground tunnels? They took phones in there, and a lot of us know what we're seeing in there because a lot of us have seen the pictures. But the video of Hillary with Uma Abedin, whatever her name is, the witch, they both are, is what is to believe to be on that tape. And I've thought I saw a bit of it. Someone put it up, I don't know. I'm not saying that bit was real. But what most of us have heard, which I'm not going to go through, was disgusting. The most horrendous thing most people would have, you're just not going to believe it. It's very upsetting. And but these people are stupid. This is why these people are going to get eradicated off the earth. And anyone involved in it and taking money for it, shills and stuff and trolls, will be seen for what they are as well. We know about the DUMBs, we know about the deep underground military bunkers, we know about that. We're not talking about DUMBs as in the military bunkers, we're talking about Epstein Islands, what he was using them for. Satanical. Ritual abuse. We know about frazzle drip, we know about that. Yeah, we know about that, that's what I'm talking about. So, why are you being, qualified in chat? We know about that. I heard about the video, I'm not sure if I saw it. I saw something, it was disgusting. But these people, so very good on you there, these people who had seen the video, apparently, some of the police force, I don't know if some of them got killed off. I just do research, honestly, I just do research. Anyone can do it. Some say they were killed, some of these police officers that saw this video, because obviously they've seen it. They can see who's in it, what happened. But some say as well they'd be mentally messed up. That's why you wouldn't really want to see that film, because just let's say, think of the film Face Off. You wouldn't even believe it. Anyway, won't go into that. Don't know what will come out of it. I don't think it's going to be shown to the public, because why would you want to see it? I think it'd mentally do something to you. Those videos were rough. Yeah, I lived on the next island over from Epstein. It isn't a secret in the islands. No, and I know it's not a secret. And the local poor out. Yeah. I'm not drip feeding anything. You've got a channel, go and do it on your channel. Most of the people know in this chat. So I don't know why you're acting like nobody knows. Most are queuing on so we know about it. Yeah? But I'm not actually talking about that. It's my channel. I'll do it my way. You've got a channel, we'll come and check yours out. Let's check your channel, actually. Let's check your channel. I'll do it now. We'll see what you've got on there, shall we? Let's go over to your channel. 7 subscribers. Haha, what's that, laughing at Trump, is it? World War II Hitler slaps up the whole of Europe like a Don. Okay. Cute. Let's see. And if you are a proper QAnon, you wouldn't be doing what you're doing. So, just saying, you know? You know what I mean? people come in thinking we don't know about stuff. We've been on it for 2.5 years. We know. I don't have to come in and start talking about the whole thing with Hillary Clinton. A lot of us know. A lot of people in here are Americans. Obviously, they know about Epstein's Island. It wasn't a secret, but they couldn't get it out at the time. Trump said that. He was dropping stuff ages ago. He reported on Epstein, but there was a lot of cabal about then. He couldn't just do it on his own. So don't keep saying someone's getting butt hurt. Do you know what I mean? You want to talk about it on your channel, go and do a big thing on it and we'll all come over and watch you. Get your live chat on and we'll all come in. Good. Brilliant. You know? Like we don't know. So, I sort of wrote some random things down. Get on Gematria and you'll find out a lot of things as well. So, there's a whole thing with, after the 4th of July, things would start to drop. And it did. Q's posted again today. I've not really looked. Q's posted again today. The girl goes for a jog and runs into a store with her throat cut looking for help. She was on Hillary Clinton's campaign. And exactly. When people find out who was on her hit list and everything that went on with her, she's just the Wicked Witch of the West. I just watched Marty Leeds, really love him. I know, that's what I mean when people find out the stories, all sorts of different things. But we are the news now. Like I just said at the beginning, we are the news, meaning it's we the people who are researching like a proper reporter should and sharing the truth. Way back when, the reporters used to tell the truth. And then slowly, it got taken over, didn't it? Oh, thank you. I'll write that name down. It might be the one I looked at, actually. Marty Leeds. I don't know. Because I just found out that my first name adds up to 6. My son's just first name, my eldest, adds up to 6. My youngest first name's adds up to 6. And I live at number 6. So I'm like, oh, and the full moon thing? Because this is a waffle, you know, I just get off track and come back on. I did look at the full moon thing when I was born, and it said, listen to this, this was quite funny. I think I screenshotted it. I'll check him out. I'm supposed to be recording something tonight for you, but it's not worked out. That's why I thought I'd come on with Roxanne, but not happened today. So it says, yeah, we are Q, we're all Q. It is disinformation, Candice Hughes. We got told it was a test. He is alive. And I'm not talking about that because I've done that much talking about it. My birthday, it says, this birthday occurred on a waxing crescent in the constellation of Aries. This is the first phase after a new moon, with the moon growing brighter and stronger each day until it reaches the first quarter at 50% illumination. People born on a waxing crescent are adventurous and have a curiosity about life. They are happiest when on a mission. They feel important and worthwhile to their life. Does this sound like you? Yeah, I think that's what I'm doing. Just saying. Don't get confused, everyone. Stay in the highest vibration, thinking of thoughts. Yeah, I was talking to someone about thoughts today and bringing manifestation in and all sorts of stuff. So, the 20th of February, 1977, so I'm 42. Yeah, so that was interesting. Yeah, that's you. So I was like, I'm happiest when I'm on a mission, because, what did I say about, what was the word I said about a mission that time when I said, oh, what was it? Does anyone remember? I didn't do it. I think Sweet C told me to go to, what site was it? moongiant.com, and then just go down that and you can type your birthday in and it'll come up. So moongiant.com, look on that. Anyone who wants to know, moongiant.com. So, and that's really good. But there was something else on there. Yeah, numerology and all that. I've done little bits before. I did it on JFK Jr. last year on the resurrection, on the Vincent Fusco Trumpmobile van, on the numbers of the license plate. Yeah. So, yeah. Scroll to the bottom and click on you born on a full moon. You scroll down and then you click on were you born on a full moon, and that's what mine came out as, and it's dead easy. I'm a 7 by name. I'm a 6. I think it said 6. Only my first name. So, but yeah, so we had all the we are the news now. I'm a Pisces. 19th. I think 19th's Aquarius because 20th it just turns over, I think. I'm on the cusp, whatever you call it, the 20th. I think. But yeah, I'm a Pisces. And I got told off someone yesterday who was doing gematria, I can never say that word right, that one of my numbers was something to do with spiritual something or other. It just made me laugh. So I was like, yeah, and Pisces are, no one knows what Pisces are like, but quite emotional and stuff. But we are the news now, like I said before, to people who keep going on about it. We are the news because we don't want to listen to mainstream media because we know they're lying, and a lot of people are going to wake up to that fact. I'm on the last day of winter. Also, if anyone was watching, I can't remember if it was I asked anyone to go and watch, I think it was American Prophet, where there was a guy at the end, and I thought, yeah, I think it was him. I think it was Julian Assange that looked like the statue, if anyone watched that video, because I was like, is it? I couldn't make out if it was Julian Assange or Donald Trump's uncle, and I thought, even though there's that thing about Donald Trump's uncle and Julian Assange, because they look like each other, I think it was Julian Assange, because obviously he's one of the key holders. Yeah, it was Julian, wasn't it? I thought it was. I was a bit like, because if anyone's ever seen let me try and find this for you. If you've not seen this will blow you away, but yeah, he is one of the keys, let me see. Oh, good. Say thank you to Sweet CC. She told me about it. That's good. Just let me see if I can find this for you. Because I did this last year. Yeah, Julian Assange, modern day saint, make no mistake about it. Yeah, right. Some of you may remember this. I did a video on this last year. I don't know when. I am always talking about Nikola Tesla, which we'll get into in a minute. Now, Donald Trump's uncle, Julian Assange, someone morphed the pictures over each other. So I'm just going to show you this. Because it's... Right. There's Donald Trump's uncle for a start. Yeah. Right, there's Julian Assange. And let's morph the pictures of Donald Trump's uncle on Julian Assange, and they look pretty the same. Oh, hang on. Ugh. They looked identical. They do. So I'll get into that in a minute, because everyone knows, if you were following me from the beginning and when I started going on about Q, you'll know I've done the Julian Assange, Donald Trump's uncle, Tesla thing. And you can Google it, and you can go and have a good look at it yourself, because that's researching. Just don't look at what I'm showing you. So, what was I going to say? Yeah. Oh, UFO or technology. I'm just going to put this out there. Right. So, yeah, it is a mind blow. It is a mind blow. That is a mind blow, because... But then we go into Tesla with the whole time travelling thing, which I'll talk about in a minute. So, anyway, UFO, as in, if anyone saw... I can't remember if it was Space Shuttle 76 or American Prophet, who had the big, stealth, and I'll talk about Jeff Sessions in a minute, talk about stealth. Stealth looking, not the stealth that went over on the parade, it didn't look like that one. It was massive. Was on one of them videos. I was like, wow. So people will say, we are very primitive thinkers, grounded to our ancestors from Atlantis. Yeah, I love all that chat. Oh, you know, it's the aliens, it's like this, that and the other. But I do believe in certain things. But I don't know if they're coming from up there. I think they might be coming from outer lands. But it doesn't really matter. Either way, yeah, cloaked. Because don't forget, we do have military technology that is not alien. It's just a technology, hi Rachel, that we've had for many years. But when they bring it out, everyone will be like, ooh, it's new. It's like, no, it wasn't. It's probably about 20 years old. It could be even older than that, because they want to make it look like it's all, we've got the cure for cancer. We've just come out with it. Really? Have you? I'm sure you've not had it before. 5 years before, 10 years before, 50 years before. I don't know. They've had this technology, and it all goes back to me, I think they've had a lot of stuff and a lot of technology years and years back, but they've kept it a secret because they don't want us to know certain things. Yeah, older, exactly. They don't want us to know. They want to make it look like we're progressing with technology. With certain things. We've got phones that have got more bloody technology empowering than took us to the moon, if we ever went. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But they're trying to make us think that we're slowly progressing with all this technology. No, I think we had it way back when. I mean, even if we're talking about Atlantis and all that stuff with the pyramids, I think the technology, even if you're going to go on about, and I have talked about it, ancient technology, so it was ancient technology. Like, they cover things up to make it look like, I don't know, we only just invented the wheel, blah 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 blah, all that crap, really, that the globalist people want to put out there. I don't believe that. I do not believe that. There's truth and lies in everything, by the way. But, so, and then you've got Tesla, Nikola Tesla. Now, on, what was the project called? Which project? Jeff Sessions. I'll get to Jeff Sessions in a minute. I'll get to Jeff Sessions in a minute. Yeah, you're right. See, OG Crow. We know about this. I know about this. A lot of people have done their research for stuff. I've even got a book on it, so I'll show you. Don't judge a book by a cover when you come into someone's chat and don't think they don't know something. Hieroglyphs. Now, what does it look like to you? This looks like a helicopter. This looks like a submarine. What's going on there? This book says, because I've read it out before, The Secret History of Ancient Egypt, Electricity, as we all know, Sonics, and the Disappearance of an Advanced Civilization. They were advanced, so they must have had advanced technology. Yeah, let's read the back of it. I have read this book out before. The Secret History of Ancient Egypt is a past-faced, brilliantly researched book. New archaeology, discoveries and scientific dating technologies are putting our notorious of prehistory into turmoil. Blah, 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 blah. He argues that the most astounding culture the world has ever known. He argues that a technology sophisticated Egyptian civilization existed thousands of years ago, before the dates commonly accepted by academics, because we know what some academics are. Bullshitters. Just saying. I'm going to say it. Yeah, bullshitters. I'll put it that way. How the Egyptians moved massive multi-ton granite blocks by means of sound. We've talked about this before. How one of the wonders of the ancient world tapped power from the very fabric of our planet. I'll say realm. The inscriptions, thousands of years old, depict helicopters, aeroplanes, airships and submarines. The links between Egyptian magic and secret scientific experiments in Eastern Europe. So, just putting it out there, I have mentioned this before. So, when we talk about, is it alien technology? Did we have a civilization that went in hiding or went wrong or fell from grace because they got too greedy and destroyed themselves? Or did we keep some of this technology and it was kept hidden from the masses because they want to dumb us down and not having us certain stuff, and obviously blah 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 blah. And also, I will come into chat in a minute. Also, one of the shows, I can't remember which one it was, I'm still a bit tired from last night, American Prophet, or it might have been Space Shot 76, or Just Informed Talk, one of them, talking about there was hidden things, that technology they wanted to keep from the cabal, from the bad ones, from the Illuminati, whatever you want to call them, so they couldn't use it for war, even though we know they've had a lot of weapons, weather weapons and all sorts of stuff that people just don't get. I mean, Tesla had a little device. He made a little device that you could put on the side of a building and it'd make an earthquake on it, Hillary and your Haiti Foundation earthquakes. Just saying. So, when people do the research properly and go and do it themselves, they start learning a few things that are like, haha, this is connecting the dot to Hillary, which is connecting the dot to this person, which is connecting the dot to that. Ooh, and people go, it's just a coincidence. It's like, really? How much of a coincidence? How many coincidences what did Q say? Till it's mathematically impossible. Not a coincidence. Nothing is a coincidence. So, yeah. Wave my hands. So, harp, yeah, and energy you can play with. Yeah, energy is all around. You can't see it. That's why when I'm talking about stuff and I'm like, da, 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 and it makes you feel better, it's because you're connecting with my energy. You're connecting. This is why they don't want you connecting to people, and they're trying to break down the connections of communication because they don't want you connecting, raising yourself in a higher vibration, realizing also things like yesterday when I said I think it was JJ Jedi, said, yeah, NASA, you're not alone, like, oh, my friends and family don't understand me, all this Q, they think I'm mad, and you're like, you're not alone though. Look at the chat, you're not alone. Look at the internet. Everyone's talking about the same thing near enough, even if you're not onto Q. But yes, it is about connecting the dots. It's about connecting the dots and realising nothing is a coincidence. And the way they work with their numbers, numerology, gematria, whatever you want to call it, we can do it too. And that's what they didn't want us to know, because once you know that sort of stuff, you see everything again. And when people say, well, you went down the rabbit holes, you go down all these rabbit holes, well, that's how you investigate. That's how you research. You have to go down the rabbit holes as long as you come back up. If you stay down there too much, you're going to get lost. You know what I mean? You're going to get lost in all them rabbit holes. As long as you come back up, it's good. Got my water distiller last week. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Good, I'm glad you got your water distiller. I've got my distilled water in my copper cup. Oh, by the way, someone asked me the other week, why have you got a necklace on with an upside down triangle? Because it's not that way, like the Illuminati have theirs that way. Does it mean anything? No. It's just a necklace of a opal stone. The reason why I liked it, because it was a triangle dangling down, is I see it as an earth symbol. Earth symbol pointing down. Trump points down a lot, not up. He points down a lot. Just saying. That's how I see it. Just in case anyone gets triggered. But yeah. So going back to the whole pyramid things. A lot of people started there with a lot of truth in. So that's all good. But Tesla, I've got something on Tesla actually. Let me see if I can find it. Because I love the whole Tesla story, the whole thing about Tesla. Tesla versus Edison. Edison was a bad guy. He took his inventions. No, he didn't invent the light bulb and all that. He took Nikola Tesla, not Tesla the car, took his ideas because he wanted the money, because he was greedy and he wanted to put a meter on his current. But he used Tesla's. His was a killer. Tesla's wasn't a killer. Tesla was doing everything for humanity, you know. So let me have a look if I've took these pictures. I did or not. Let me see if I've got. Yes, that's true, Kimberly. The triggers show us what we need to work on. Flat Earth Paradise channel, I went over today to see if he'd posted. He'd not posted for ages, and he's got a great one up about the mirror and the magnetic. I can't even explain how he says it, just got to go over there and watch it. About the mirror. We're getting triggered to bring it out to show us what we need to work on. Then you digest it and you let it go. We're purging. I keep saying this, we're purging. It's to bring it all out to get rid of it. Let me see. I've got the Q drops, but have I? It might be on my tablet. So, late notification. Well, you know you won't get one. You know, the censoring and stuff. I don't use white salt, no. I never use white salt. I use pink Himalayan. I like the colour as well. Yeah. Just let me see if I can bring this up. It was on one of them channels today, one of the channels. Yeah, except forgiven. The thing is, though, I've still got a thing with some spiritual stuff of like being all too nicey, even though we've got to be, because like I said before, if we're all meek, nothing's going to get done. There's had to be a ripple of warriors, light warriors, not warmongering warriors, but I have to speak out. Like I was saying, if anyone missed it at the beginning, I was saying if you resonate, you resonate. But Water Soul is another. Yeah, there had to be people that'll speak out on YouTube and speak out on platforms. I call them warriors. Hi, 007, 007's in the house. Warriors of Light. I was saying this to, I think I was saying to 007. It is, hi. Ooh, QAnon there. We were saying there's this thing, there's lies and truth in everything. Meek means strong, not weak. Oh, I thought it meant meek. But some portray it as that though. I've seen some people portray it as quieter. Not as in, you know, because there are people that will sit, they know stuff, but they're too afraid to talk out. So there has to be a wave of us that come out to talk out, otherwise nothing's going to get talked about. It needs to be out in the open. That's the whole point. All these secret societies and that, when they're out in the open, they have no secrets. They can't play their game because it's game over. This is what's happening. So the Great Awakening, and I don't believe, me and 007 have said this as well, I don't believe it has to be the whole world. They're just going to have to deal with it when it comes. It's just enough, because it's game over. You can't play your secret society games when your secrets roll out and everyone can see your symbols, the way you communicate with your gematria, your language of numbers, your symbology. We have it too. You stole it. We're taking it back. You know, so he does post all the time, Flat Earth Paradise, but lately he was posting like quite often, not every day, but I'd just not seen any, and then I saw some today, so I waited. So yeah, energy, frequency and vibration, connection to the universe. Yes, I've talked about that a lot on my channel when I did this picture in my book. I'm going to read the Q poem out in a bit. I said I would. In my book. I think it's this one. Hang on. As a Q army at my request here in California. Yay! I find it. There's the cue picture. There's thank you. And then we've got the light warrior. And a picture I did on frequency thing was, we had let your light shine through. Let your light shine through was this picture. And then it was this one. And it says, singularity 1, sound, light, frequency, vibrations, energy, the highest form is love. Because I used to draw a picture and then I used to just write something. And that was the picture that I did last year, and then watched Valerian this year, never heard of it, and the beans at the beginning that had twinkly skin, you know, the twinkly skin thing, even on their eyebrows like this, look like that. And she even, in the film, if you've seen Valerian, if you haven't, go and watch it on Netflix. Yeah, we know what Netflix is, but she pumped out a distress call sort of thing with her energy and went, phew, and it looked like this, all these colours. And I did this last year, and I'd never even seen the film. So when I saw the film, I was like, I've seen that, I've seen these beans somewhere, like what? And then I was like, oh my God, I think I painted a picture of it. So, and then it matches up a little bit with, yeah, redeeming our symbols back for good, exactly. And then, if I can find the other book, this is just a bit of a mixed waffle tonight, is, where is it? My last picture I drew, oh no, I could be lying, it's not the last picture I drew, that was the last one I did, was, where is it? It looks a bit like this. And that's the one where something came in, if anyone remembers, and I was like, Ashmi. The name sounded like Ashmi Tiamat, but I said it might have been Tiamat, or whatever it was, which is Gaia, I believe. Or was it a planet? But Ashmi Tiamat came in my head with that. Yeah, some people say Lemuria, different things. So, I don't know. Trying to see if there was anything else. Obviously just that the other angel one that I like. So, oh, and then obviously this one that I always go on about, that I drew at the beginning of the book, which is, I have shown other people this, but I know there's other new people. Us, as above, so below, waters above, waters below, we're rooted to earth, so you should ground, because your toes to me are like rooted. You can ground. Hair going up to the sky, you know, like antennae. As above, so below. Energies above, energies below. You know, we're part of everything. And somebody put a lovely, I'm going off topic, but I will get back onto Jeff's sessions and all that. Somebody put a lovely comment today of, I'm going to read it out. Let me just find it. Yes, I know about the iPod channel. I call it iPod channel. Yeah, I know about what's it called now? What's it stand for? That I always forget. Yeah. See, people shout a lot. People shout a lot of stuff out, especially if they're new. And I'm like, I know about all these channels because I look at all of them. You know, into Q and stuff. Here's Waxman in the house. Oh, a new Q. Oh my God, I'll go over to Q. There's just so many Qs. But he said he was back in the arena, folks. So, Daddy Dolly's in the house. Just let me go and have a quick look before I read this great comment out, which I love. Even though you do write a lot of great comments anyway. Waxman's in the house. But I do like the fact that obviously Q's dropped about, you know, we are the news. One of the greatest things I loved about, I don't always look at all of them in depth, is the whole Q drop with, did you really think that all this research was for nothing? No, I didn't think it was all for nothing. It's been tiring, but it's been worth it. I should shave my head. I haven't. Yeah, I've been on it for the beginning and I never fell off it. It's been bloody knackering, but there you go. Q. Oh, the hunters are being hunted now, so that's brilliant. Do we have the gold? Q. Yes. Shall destroy. Fed. Q. The hunters become the hunted, because their ways of blackmailing aren't working now either. So you know. Oh, it's right. I see that JFK Jr. is alive, but the person who came in for and said he's not alive, they don't understand because they're not reading the post properly. Anonymous. Is JFK Jr. alive? No, but if you look, because I'm going to show you all right now. This is what happened last time. They've been putting old posts up. I know about Vril. What's underlined there? What is underlined? If it gets into focus. JFK is underlined, not Junior, because JFK is dead. Junior isn't. So to that person who said that, we'd already done this. This is an old post. When the fake news can't attack you directly using facts. Q. So that was December the 12th, 2018. When everyone got triggered by that drop last year, because they were all laughing, saying, is JFK Jr., is JFK Jr. alive? No, but they weren't looking that the whole part in that code was JFK. Yes, JFK's dead, but JFK Jr. isn't, because the whole thing isn't underlined. That's how you've got to see. And it was a trigger as well. Yes, I know about Amazing Polly. I blocked it, didn't show that I said, but go to it. Yes, I will. I check them all out. There's too much to actually watch. You know, when I used to watch a lot of stuff, and I had to just look at a few, because there's all the people that you're shouting out. I am subscribed to. I do check when I can check. There's that many good people, and this is why I'm saying we are all the news. There's that many channels out there, and I get people on my channel going on about, what channels are you watching? Go and watch a channel and you might learn something. It's people connecting dots everywhere and putting it on YouTube. We are the news now. But these people are scared of looking. I don't know why. Do you not want to know the truth? You know what I mean? So, yeah, and Grace the Great, I must admit, I dyed over my hair yesterday because I had a hair dye. And I thought, I'm going to use it. It's there. It'll wash out in a week. I want to see how long it takes. You know, but I thought, I bought it. You know, I'm going to use it. And then we'll see. But, yeah. Where we go, one we go all, exactly. So, just let me see what... Yeah, so they're going on about Flynn, and there's loads of different things, but I think my dad shouted that out because it's a JFK Jr. thing again. So, if that's being brought up again... something must be getting ready, do you know what I'm saying? But those of us that have the eyes to see and that have researched have seen JFK Jr. anyway, you know what I mean? Rallies, where's Waldo, where's Wally over here? So, you know, Jeff Sessions, just before I read a comment out, Jeff Sessions, only a little guy. Democrats won't like it, will they? Thought he was a black hat, but he wasn't. Oh no, he was working in the background. He's a little stealth. He's a little stealth, that's Jeff Sessions, I can't even say it. Oh yeah, quietly working in the background. That's all I'm saying. He's like Jeff Stealth Sessions. You know, he was only little. And anyone see the picture from the other year when he's in the background behind, I don't know if he was looking behind Obama, I can't remember, way back. What was the picture? And he's looking and he's like, just over the shoulders, like. But yeah, well done, Jeff Sessions. Quietly getting on in the background with your work, getting ready to bring that hammer right down. That's all I'm saying. Trust Sessions. Yeah, people didn't trust. This is all about trust. Trust the plan. I trusted the plan. People going on about Flynn, they weren't sure, but he's the white hat. Jeff Sessions. Oh my God, it's hilarious. Hilarious. Yeah, sorry, In Pursuit of Truth, that's what it is. Yeah, I watch In Pursuit of Truth. I catched up with a bit before. You know, there's loads of great channels out there. That's why people think they go on at me going, oh, do you just go around watching YouTube? They don't understand that people on YouTube are real people researching. We are not mainstream, lamestream, Clinton, narcissistic news. Do you know what I mean? No, we're real people. But these people can't see that. I feel sorry for them. You know, you're going to wake up to some nightmares, people, you know. I'd rather watch them channels that are pumping out the truth than sit there watching lamestream media that are pumping out nothing or half-truths in things. No, thank you. Slapped Joe Biden away from his niece. Yeah. Mockingbird liars. It's not us. No, it isn't. So going back to, I don't even, this is just randomly mixed up, you know what I'm like. Laugh Out Loud, I have loads of subs I've not met because... Oh yeah, please go over and sub to 007's channel and give him more subs because he went up and then he's gone down again. You know what YouTube are like. He's doing a lot of drone work as well with new drones. So please go and check 007 out and sub. Yeah, we were told to trust Sessions, but a lot of people fell off. And the Democrats... It's just hilarious. Yeah, Serial Brain's good as well. The biggest thing you can watch is Joe Mass Pose or Storm Upon Us, Cue the Plan to Save the World. They've got the whole Killing the Mockingbird in there. They've got the remastered Cue the Plan to Save the World because they've just rejigged it a little bit. You can see who's in it. But it tells you the story. Some people might think it's like, oh, this is a bit like, it's like, yeah, but it's true, isn't it? You know? And like I said, you got Alison Mack and the whole story, the next me, and I can't even say that properly, to get people ready for what's about to come with Epstein's Island, and then what's about to come after that. They're going to start rolling it out, and you can tell because Q's dropping like a I don't even know what the word is, like a Qer he is. But what else was there? I'm sure there was something else. I was talking about technology because, like I said, I think a lot of tech is military, and we've had it for years. And some of them look a bit spacey, but they've had it longer than they've said they've had it. Like I said, they're trying to keep us away from knowing that we've had technology for quite a long time. 17 Celsius, yay! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Anyway, I want to read a comment out because I love this comment. I think I took a picture of it. I love all your comments, you know, when you comment about certain things, you know. Let me see. Hi, Fifth World. So we can get too excited about things that look like UFOs. They're not all, you know what I mean? They're not all. We've just had technology that they're trying to make out we've never had, and we're just coming into the age of technology. I think we came from the age of technology, actually. So, let me see if I can find it. Fifth World, you're going to love our chat on Saturday. So the storm has arrived, so that's brilliant. Oh, I don't know if I took a picture. Did I take a picture? Right, I'll have to go over to my channel and have a look myself. Phone's about to die. So, what you all thinking, folks? Are you looking forward to the show? We know about the smart technology. It hears you in this mode, can be turned on. Yeah, but if it's getting taken over, gets used on other people. Let me see. Yeah, there's nothing we don't know. And don't forget, Q said we've got everything. So they can say what they want about Epstein and this, that and the other, and this, that happened and this, that happened. They've got everything on everyone. They've been collecting the information for years. So let me see if it's in here. Not sure. Yeah, here it is. So someone put, I won't say, but someone put, they've tried to make people believe they are only the body and that is it. When in reality, we're not that. Everyone after birth begins to forget who and what they really are, whether it be through frequency manipulation, the buzzing in your ears, and that we all seem to have, to weather and food manipulation. The body is merely a vessel that we inhabit, whether directly after birth or a few years after. Some vessels remain empty due to bad energy flowing within it. This is why they are attacking the young with more and more vaccines. People think it's about big pharma after the money, which, yeah, it is, but it is not. That is merely a smokescreen to cover up their real reason for doing it. They are trying to damage and prevent the connection from ever happening with the vessel. You watch. They'll eventually make it lawful to vaccinate a child. Well, they've already been trying that, and they're already trying it over here. But that whole thing of they're trying to disconnect us from our vessel is, I've said before, we are beings. Yeah, there's 007. We are beings, yeah, of light. I said the other day, we were born spiritual, but we forget as we get distracted by stuff. We have a vessel because our spiritual being has to maneuver this avatar to be able to experience things, but they work together. They don't want it working together because we're stronger. We're I don't even know what the word is. We work properly like that, and they've tried to disconnect it. When they say fallen angels, yeah, you can go on about the Bible, this, that and the other verses. They may mean many different things. I see it as we were fallen angels. When we were born, we fell asleep. Now we're remembering what we were before we came here into the avatar. So we fell asleep, but we're remembering. And it's hard. Yeah, the Book of Enoch, I've got that. But I sort of see it like that. Things are like an analogy. So, were we fallen angels? I mean, some people go, oh, but I like to see it like that. We fell from consciousness. Now we are reawakening and we are rising in light, frequency and vibration. Consciousness. Coming back to that consciousness. Coming back to love and remembering who we truly are. You know? I like to see it that way. That's okay. A rabbit hole is deep. We awaken to the lies. Yeah. Dolly, Jenny, info. It's good stuff. So it's like that thing again of once you awaken and see with your eyes, yeah, the evolution of consciousness, their lies and tricks can't work on us anymore. They're deceit, they're hijacking, because you see how it works. It is like the film, and they live. You put your glasses on and you're like, oh my God, like, it's a bit like this, isn't it? Yeah, and there's another eclipse coming up, so there's good things. It's a bit like, when you wake up, you're like, oh, yeah. What? Q? What? Oh my God. Can you see that over there on that building? Did you know what? If you add this and that together, numerology, it comes to this. Oh, have you seen that? That's how they communicate with it. Everyone thinks you're bonkers. I had a video done on me the other year by a certain somebody over here Oh, she's madder. She thinks JFK Jr.'s alive. She's been doing all this numerology stuff. It's because you don't understand it. So if you don't understand it, you're not going to see it and you're not going to get it because you don't understand it. Maybe if you took a little bit of time out to research, you might understand it. It's all right if you don't understand it, but you shouldn't poo-hoo to others because they're onto something that you haven't researched. Doesn't mean it isn't true. It's just you either don't understand it, you can't get your head around it, or you choose not to research because you can't be bothered. So it's a bit like 2020 vision. Oh my God, like, you know, have you seen the film And They Live? You know, and what was at the end of And They Live? What did they bring down at the end of that film? Can anyone remember? Because that is the biggest enemy of the people. Anyone remember what they brought down at the end of that film? And if you haven't watched it, buy it or whatever and watch it. It's an old film, but it's a good film. Anyone remember what they pulled down at the end? Oh, do you mean the Leak Project, Fifth? Do you put the lake? Do you mean the Leak? Because I watch the Leak Project sometimes. The media. Thank you, JP. They take down the mainstream media. I saw that as CNN. The building, he went up to the top and they were transmitting the thing of like to all the demon alien things that were about so everyone could wake up and see what was around them. Same sort of thing, really, isn't it? You know, whether it is or not, you know, people going about reptilians and all, it doesn't matter. It's just waking up to the lies because mainstream media are the enemy of the people and they are only putting their propaganda out there and their narrative and they don't want you to see what's really going on. And they'll put another story over it. Like, I believe there's lots of things happening in America with, you know, the earthquake. I don't think earthquakes, this, that and the other. They're not reporting on everything. They just make their own stories up for their own agendas because they don't want the world to wake up. But it's tough because we're doing it. It's coming stronger every day, and I can tell that by people coming into my chat that I haven't seen before. People are looking for truth. But like I said, you people who come into my chat and comment after, because a lot of you don't come into chat, you're going to have a problem, and that's not me being nasty, with what's going to come out. You need to go and research, but then again, it might be a bit too late. Teacher Smith, hi. I'm learning and researching every day now, and thanks to you, my researching is made easier as you are always suggesting different channels to watch. Thank you, Teacher Smith. And Teacher Smith knows me from somewhere when I sort of red pilled her and couldn't keep my mouth shut when I was out there, you know, in the real 3D world, if you like to say. And I told her, and this is why I come on here and I'll shout channels out, and like I keep saying to the shills or trolls that come into my chat, it's not me watching channels that are just made up. It's real people talking about real things, connecting the dots that you can go off and find yourself. Don't listen to me, don't believe me, go and do it yourself, and you'll connect the dots. And then, in my eyes, in your life, you might have been upset about stuff, because I have. You sort of realise it wasn't you. Or some people do that thing of like, oh, I don't want to believe in God. Like I said, I'm not religious, but I believe in the Most High. I don't believe in God anymore. Why would he do these things? Guess what? He didn't. It was man-made, because those people are not into Christ consciousness or God or good or whatever you want to say, or love. They're not for that. They're satanical and they worship Satan. Whether you believe in it or not, they do. It's just an old tradition that they've done from day dot of whatever. That's sort of how the story goes. So you'll sort of realise, even though you find out a lot of crap and a lot of horrific stuff that will break your heart, you will come to that point where you will get over that, because we're doing this for the future of our kids and the next kids and the next generations to come, so they're not asleep to it all. And you realise that some stuff in your life is not your fault. They've done this to us. So in a way, the truth of seeing the dark will bring you to the light and love, and you'll realise it wasn't you. And it'll make you feel better. Even though you'll find some crap out, it will make you feel better, that you can rise your consciousness to a higher vibration, because you're realising some stuff you're not guilty of it. You were deceived, basically. If anyone understands what I'm saying, press 1, because I can never get it out properly, but I know what I mean. Yeah, 00 says, I know that every time I speak to Dolly. And 00 knows, because I don't think he'll mind me not saying, but, you know, sometimes when 00's feeling a bit, you know, down, like we all have bits and bobs. I do, but that's why I come and speak to you a lot, because I don't, you know, with my dad about this stuff, because it's hard for me. My friends are not into all this, but they love me for who I am, so they don't call me bonkers. They're just like, oh, well, you know, go and watch Coronation Street now. Me and Roxanne were talking to 007 behind the scenes last night, and lifted his vibration right up, that he was back to normal, because that's what it's about. If we can't connect with each other, friends, family, whatever, around the world, on here, whatever, thank you for putting one, and we can't get the truth out, it's going to make you feel alone, it's going to make you feel depressed. That's what they want, because it kills you off in the end, or you're easier to control, because they've dumbed us down for years. Dumbing us down, keeping us ill, keeping on us big pharma, dumbing us all down, so we're easily controlled. But I do believe, I was saying to 007 today behind the scenes, a little insight there on Shay and Gil, when you feel bad then you are already forgiven. Yeah, because it's that purging thing again. You can feel bad, look at it, realise it wasn't really you, it's not who we really are, forgive yourself and let it go. I said to 007, we're pressing 1 for understanding what I've just said. I forgot what I was going to say now. I said to 007, I think, what 007, what was it I said about energy today? Vibration or something. After that, lifting each other up, yeah, I said something about, oh yeah, I'm not saying this is a thing, but I think it's a thing. If they're trying to get us with 5G, with the frequency of that and this, that and the other, do you not think that if we're lifted in a higher vibration, and that is some sort of energy vibration that goes out, it's not going to affect us? Because I don't think it's affecting me with not knowing the truth and keeping on it, because you're lifted in a higher vibration. It can't sort of get you. But if you're in a lower vibration and doom and gloom and all that sort of stuff, and you're down there with your vibration, and you know you're watching all this stuff and you're not finding out the truth, and you're in fear, here that 5G comes in, it's going to affect you more, I'd say. I'm not saying it's not going to affect us, but it's going to affect you more, because your energy, your vibration and frequency is down. So your guard is down. Your Taurus field, energy field around you, because we are all energy, is down, because that's where they're dumbing it down. Calcifying your pineal gland, get on the distilled water, people. But if it's up, your little protection, it's only a thought, you know. That's what I think, you know. Great time to be alive, yeah. Greatest story ever to be told. You are part of history. We're all part of history for standing on the right side as well. So, yeah. I don't know if anyone got that, but does it make sense? This is just me speaking. I'm like, yeah, you know. I'm still, see if I can get it. It's like this one. Ooh, you might have shininess and all that, because it might be the chemtrails, it might be the aluminium. Well, it's not dumbing me down, is it? Not what some trolls would say, but you know, hey ho. You know, the whole you know? So Mo's like, wipe my hands. It never goes into picking focus when I'm trying to do it on here, but you know, I've got you know, I'm always trying to show you, but I've noticed if I film it, it's really sparkly. I put it on YouTube and it's not as sparkly as it would come out. but I do often sit on it. But if it was that, it's not doing nothing bad to me. That's how I see it anyway. But you know what a lot of us think it is, so that's the reality I'm going with. I'm going with crystalline DNA. Let me just see if I can do it with this. No, this is what T. Taylor uses. But sometimes... Oh, it's so hard to get. Ugh, blinding myself. We are coming back to our crystalline bodies. We definitely are. Because I see it like that. I know some people laugh about it. But crystalline DNA, I like to think of it like that. I like to think that's what worked before, light bodies, because the mark of the beast is 666 carbon. 6 atoms, 6 whatever, 666, mark of the beast, carbon. I think we're going back to, I don't know, 999. And if you don't know about that, please check out T. Taylor's channel, and it's all about it. And there's a load of other people talking about it, and I know people in chat have got it as well, so I know people are experiencing it. You know, I saw sparkles. Yeah, I have chucked a few. See, when I'm looking at myself, it's there, but when I film it, it's really hard to catch. Sorry, that wasn't an accident. What wasn't an accident, Fifth? Yeah. Another half before bed, and that's my gallant. Yeah. I think a lot of people have sparkles, they don't notice. No, my sister barely awake has them and never. That's what I mean. There's a lot of people who have them and they're not awake. They're probably just like, it's sweat. It's because you keep touching your face and you've got makeup on. Well, how does it come all over here? How's it started coming up here? How's it coming on my legs? You know, and stuff like that. I don't wear body lotion, so I know it's not that. And but it's just more and more, you know. Oh, she accidentally hit it. But yeah, so remember the song Shining Happy People. Oh, and the song, Michael Jackson song, popped up in my head today because people who were feeling alone was You Are Not Alone by Michael Jackson. So, and a lot of people are going on about channeling Michael Jackson's energy lately. But yeah, so who in the chat's got sparkles? Because I know some of you have. Oh, I saw some when I was in the garden. Do you mean you saw sparkles? It's hard. You can see them on yourself, and you go and film them, and you're like, "Oh yeah, it's really come out on camera." And you look back, and you're like, "Oh, it's a bit rubbish." And my dad always goes, "I can't see them." I'm like, "Dad, get on your water distiller." So my dad's got a water distiller. Oh, they won't give you a replacement. They give my dad a replacement, and then his other one started working. Now he's got two. Me saw them last. I've got them, Dolly. See, it's good to know who's got them. And so, what do you all think in chat? What they are? And it's all right if you don't think it's crystalline DNA. That's fine. But what do you think before? If you've only just started noticing them, have you ever noticed them before? And do you think they're sweat? Because it's not sweat. It just looks like glitter. People say it's like pieces of metal, so it's like antimony. But I'm like, no. And I've got loads more. And sometimes you get like little bits of black. Does anyone get like that, like tiny little hairs? People are saying that's the carbon coming out. Just saying. Please check T. Taylor's channel out. You'll be amazed. Yeah, sparkles. I was really shocked. Yeah. And then keep looking because they'll start moving up. I've got them down here. They're coming up here. coming up here. I've got the red little dots. You know when people say little tiny blood blisters, but they're not blood blisters, but then they go after a while. And people say, oh, it's because you're getting older. You know, like it's like, no, they're not those. They're not the same, but they're coming up everywhere. The little red dots. So, I rubbed them and they didn't go. No, they don't, teach Smith. You can wash your hands, because people go, someone made a stupid comment and went, if you washed yourself properly. I'm going to do the Ford woman, you know, the Kavanagh thing. If you washed yourself properly, you know, maybe you wouldn't have these sparkles from your makeup. Okay. It's not my fault you're not experiencing this, is it? Hi. Looks like the makeup I wore in the 80s with spark. Yeah, it looks like it, but we know it's not makeup, you know. So, I knew, Dave, that you didn't get a notification, but I have to keep telling people you won't get a notification. That's why I normally come on and say I'm coming on roughly at a time, if I come on, that I'm coming on at that time, and you need to put an alarm on your phone, because you know you won't be getting them. I first experienced sparkles during a time of intense purification, so I have a feeling it's purification of carbon into Diamond, Dolly Daydream. So do I. Diamond Light. Why are the songs? Everyone goes, it's a coincidence, right? It's a coincidence that Rihanna, you know, from that side, was singing Shine Bright Like a Diamond. It's a coincidence they sing the song This Little Light of Mine, you know. It's a coincidence. It's all like shining happy people. We know they put stuff in songs. It's a coincidence when you go and look at Michael Jackson's Jackson 5 Can You Feel It video, where he's holding up the rainbow, looks a bit like a dome, by the way, sprinkling sprinkles of gold everywhere, and the kachinas at the end of it with a Native American Indian stood there, and everyone's like, stop it, like, is that a coincidence? Because I don't think it is. No. It's harder to see if your skin is chapped. Lotion has no sparkles in them. You can see them without lotion, but it's more if you... I just see it. If you get your light, when it's a bit darker, I'm seeing it more in the day now. You torch on your phone, like it's a bit darker, and do that, and you can get an app. You can get a magnifying app with a light on, and you can just sit there. And I sit there often at night in bed, going, I love my sparkles. So we're all looking a bit like what's he called out of the vampire thingy, Twilight, when he climbs up the tree and starts sparkling, you know. But they're trying to make out we're all evil. And for those of you who don't believe in vampires, oh yeah, there's vampires. Not like the ones in the films, they fly and all that. There's energy sucking vampires. But the elites like to do blood transfusions and other things to keep themselves looking younger. Adrenochrome and that'll be coming out soon for the people who can't wrap their heads around it. So yeah, truth and lies everywhere, folks. Just going to put that one out there. People can't believe it, no. And that's the first thing people say, oh, she makeup. There's men who have got it as well. Oh, it's because you're sweating or something. Right. Okay. I know what sweat looks like. I go in the pool with my grandkids. Nothing. Hang on, it's going too fast. I go in the pool with my grandkids, nothing on the body, and last year we gold looking out of the water, but with nothing on, and you sweat in the sun. The sparkle is huge. And water. What's water? I see water as crystal fluid. You know, be like water. Yeah, I see it most when I get out the ocean. Someone said the other day on Holistic Realm, I can't remember what she's called. She's on Higher Realm channel. That she went to the seaside. She went to the sea the other day. She said it was like glass. It was like ice. She said she'd never seen it like that before. Like she was in a different time zone thing. She was like, she has the twinkles on her as well. But the more you keep looking, the more it comes on more. So keep looking. And now that I've told you, if you've never seen them, look, because I bet you start seeing them. And to me, it's like giving over a code if you're resonating with something. I took pictures of the sparkles on my hand and my cell phone with the flashlight on in the sunlight and the zoom in the picture like an energy orb. Yeah, I've done that. I tried to zoom up to one of them and it looked like an orby. It looked like a, yeah. But like I said, if you haven't checked T Taylor's channel out, please check it out. Yes, the fifth world, so much more. Because it's the water, isn't it? The waters, that's why they're trying to poison water. The water, we need water. Water is life. We are part of it. I just see it as a crystal. It holds frequency, light and sound as well. So, you know, energy conductor. Energy conductor. Drink up, folks. Distilled. We'll catch up later. Thank you. I have got... I will send you, I think you were asking for the price for me. You know, I've got to wait for the frames, but they're coming. You know what? I've got a micro lens on my phone camera. I'm going to try and get a good shot. Yeah, get a good shot. Get a good shot, 007. The quickening, yeah. But like I said, the naysayers are just like, they won't look. They don't want to know. They're in fear of... I mean, can these people not think, well, what if we're saying it's a good thing, what are you in fear of? Wouldn't you like to be twinkling and all shining in light? I would. You know, why? Why do you have to be so like, I can't think outside the box, I can't be open-minded to things? I'm open-minded to anything, you know. Like I said, it's better to think that way, because if something happens, at least you're not going to be shocked, are you? Just be like... yeah, we looked at that one as well, that's okay. You know, could have thought that one was coming. Guess I better say here, it's worth investigating. I see that spring water is actually better than distilled. I was told to give the message to the people to use your heart. Yeah, spring water, because it's coming from springs. But we all always can't like get spring water, can we? So, but I guess the next best thing is distilled. But yeah, I see that. Christ oil. Yeah. I think our light body's healing and changing to it trickles down to the physical bodies here, aka sparkles. So do I. It's changing, slowly coming in. It couldn't be like smack bang, there you go, because people are having difficulties with this purging and everything anyway, so they couldn't just chuck it at us. It was just sprinkles in, like, can you feel it? The Michael Jackson 5 videos. Sprinkles, bit of sprinkles. Every now and again, you know, wakey, wakey. That's how I see it anyway. Whether people believe it or not, it doesn't matter. We're still vibrating quite high, so it's not a bad thing, is it? What I keep saying to people, you see that side kicking off, going on, acting all mad. Their eyes look manic, they look mad like Cortez, and you're just like, really? You really want to be with that side? That mad side over there? No, thank you. No, thank you. Sparkles are beautiful, fine, lovely, sparkly. Yeah, they're fine. They seem to be bigger and now they're fine, but more. It'd never catch it, I don't think, just... Oh, I'm in vision. Hang on. It's in focus. Let me see if I can do this. I'll keep my hand there. Let's see, will it do it? Don't know if it's gonna. Oh, see, whoa! Don't know how. The angle, I can't get the angle. Oh, it's gone. The angle's got. Ooh. Can you see it? Soon double on, they will resurface. Yeah. Did anyone see that, or was it just me? Because I thought I got a pretty good shot then. I seen it too good. I think people think I'm crazy, which doesn't matter anyway. Oh yeah, you said that 007, the DMT thing. Yeah. So that's good. I hope you all saw that because, and you can sort of know what you're looking for, but keep checking people. Some of you who may come in this chat may be like, what's she talking about? Check your skin. Wash your hands, get in the shower. It comes back straight after you've been in the shower and you dry your hands with a towel. It's there. So you know it's not sweat. You know it's not makeup. Yeah, we've got our own natural DMT, haven't we? And I believe that's coming back as well. Decalcifying your pineal gland and this, that and the other and all that sort of stuff. So, yeah. Effie, you're not you, help others to wake up. You're not what? Is that to me or somebody else? I miss chat sometimes. Yeah, use bright light to detect through, like your cell phone flashlight. That's why I use my cell phone flashlight, because you can see it better. And you'll just be like that. I don't even know if it's going to show here, because it is here as well, but I don't think it will on camera. Have a go. Don't think it will. Nah, I can't get it, but yeah. Oh, Roxy's live, is she? Is she? I don't know. We were supposed to be doing something, but it didn't happen, so it might be for another day. Oh no, she's premiering something. I think it's just a premiere. So, yeah. So, there were some other things I was going to talk about, but I can't remember. Yeah, I think it's a premiere, I think. Yeah, I'm going to go and pop over. Okay. So, well, I'm going to go now anyway, because I'm tired. I was probably going to say some other things and I can't remember, because I am catching up from last night being on, at 2 o'clock in the morning or whatever mad it was, because Q's dropped. But it's just to say again, stuff's happening. For all the naysayers, we ain't bothered. For all the naysayers of, what channels are you watching? Sorry, you're watching the wrong stuff and you really need to research. If you can't understand who a lot of us are on YouTube, I'm not talking about, I don't know, what other channels might be out there. I'm talking about real people connecting the dots. You're not going to find anything out. So, I'm sure I'll get a silly comment off somebody, but there you go. Like I keep saying, these people who don't have the eyes to see and the ears to hear and don't know how Trump puts things across to what mainstream media will say, like they can't get the head around the fact that he wasn't good friends with Epstein. He was an acquaintance. He was an acquaintance with a lot of people, but these people just don't get it. So, yes, it's cue the quickening, because it'll be coming in thick and fast now, because this is where, before I go, this lovely picture from the Q map. I love this picture. It's hilarious. Let me just find it. We are the news now. You, me, everybody. This just says it all. Sweet dreams, Q. My turn. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Checkmate. Played you like a load of fools. So there we go. Hey. Yes, there are lots waking up, and I've said this before, all I see is people waking up. They're not all on the Q train, but they're all connecting the dots, and you're going to see that with some interviews we're doing with Roxanne and 007. People waking up everywhere. So not necessarily you have to be onto Q, but if people took a little bit of time out to realise that Q is connecting dots with everything else, and it's the same sort of thing, and it's united we stand, divided we fall, Stop saying it's not real. Do some research. Stop listening to false people, because there's a lot of them out there. You think you're watching good stuff. That's why you've got to be careful who you follow. You do your research, you'll resonate with the right channels, the right people. So that's all I'm going to say. Yeah, the biggest fear, public awakening. Exactly. And that's what I said. They know. We're all waking up. Once we're woken, I don't think it's the whole of this plane. I think it's a certain number. Game over. You know, and it is their game over. They know it. They know it. That's why there's panic in DC and worldwide. So where we go one, we go all. I'll probably remember some things, so I'll come on and chat again. But it was just a bit of a mash-up because I was supposed to be doing something with Roxanne, but it didn't go to plan. So I've just come on. So yeah, keep vibing high, folks. Keep checking your skin. You know, check it out yourselves. Don't poo-hoo people for saying it. Check it out yourself. Do your own investigations. Yeah, the storm has arrived. The storm has arrived. So, here we go. Be ready. We got told to be ready. You've planted some seeds out there to families and friends. Get ready, because they might start coming asking you stuff. So, you know, a house divided cannot stand. No, people will either wake up or they will wander around that mountain of doubt again. Yeah, they're the ones we've got to help when that happens. A great mashup indeed. Thank you. So, yeah, I'm sure Q's going to drop a lot more stuff, you know. It just keeps going and going. So I'm going now for anyone who's just come in. 34 in the chat. Thumbs up, people. Make sure you subscribe, because sometimes you get unsubscribed. And even when you've hit that bell for notifications, sometimes you don't get it, because that's what they're doing. Yeah, where we go one, we go all. And I shall see you very soon. I'm always like, where do I go? I'm going to go and check out Roxanne the Globalist Deniers channel right now, premiering something. I think she's premiering a lovely lady from America, so please check out Roxanne the Globalist Denier and 007 channel. Thank you very much, and I shall see you all soon. Bye.